Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Brook YB, back with another review. Today we're diving deep into some serious brain food language and politics by the legendary Noam Chomsky. Now Chomsky is a big deal. He's a linguist, philosopher, and political activist. He's known for his sharp critiques of power and his groundbreaking work on language. In this book, Chomsky breaks down how language isn't just about communication. It's a powerful tool that can be used to shape our thoughts, control our beliefs, and even influence our actions. Get ready, because things are about to get deep. So, what's Chomsky's main point? He argues that language is way more than just words. It's a system of representation that shapes how we see the world. Think about it. The words we use, the way we structure our sentences, even the tone of our voice. It all carries meaning and influences how others perceive us and the message we're trying to convey. Chomsky believes that this power of language is often used by those in power to manipulate and control the masses. By controlling the narrative, they can control what people think and how they act. Heavy stuff, right? One of Chomsky's most famous ideas is the concept of manufacturing consent. This is the idea that governments and powerful institutions use propaganda and media manipulation to control public opinion. They use language to frame issues in a certain way, to demonize their enemies and to justify their own actions, even if those actions are morally questionable. Chomsky provides tons of examples of this, from the Vietnam War to the current war on terror. He shows how language is used to create fear, to silence dissent, and to rally support for policies that might not be in the best interest of the people. Another key point Chomsky makes is that language can create the illusion of choice. Think about political campaigns. Politicians often use carefully crafted language to appeal to voters, even if their actual policies are very similar. They use buzzwords, slogans, and emotional appeals to sway voters, often without actually addressing the real issues. Chomsky argues that this kind of linguistic manipulation limits our choices and prevents us from having meaningful debates about important issues. Section 5. Double Standards, Spotting the Hypocrisy. Chomsky is a master at exposing hypocrisy, and he does it brilliantly in this book. He points out how the same actions are often described in completely different ways depending on who's doing them. For example, when the United States invades another country, it's framed as a liberation. But when another country does something similar, it's called an invasion or an act of aggression. By highlighting these double standards, Chomsky encourages us to be more critical of the language used by those in power and to question the narratives we're being fed. Section 6. The Power of Framing, Controlling the Narrative. Chomsky also talks about the power of framing. Framing is how information is presented, and it can drastically influence how people interpret that information. For example, if a news story frames a protest as a riot, it's going to evoke different emotions than if it frames it as a peaceful demonstration. Chomsky argues that those in power understand the power of framing and use it to their advantage, shaping public opinion and controlling the narrative. Section 7. Language and Propaganda, From War to Everyday Life. Chomsky doesn't just focus on politics in this book, he also shows how language and propaganda are used in everyday life, from advertising to education. He argues that we're constantly bombarded with messages designed to manipulate us, whether it's to buy a certain product, to support a certain cause, or to simply conform to societal norms. By understanding how language is used to manipulate us, we can start to see through these messages and make more informed choices. Section 8. The Importance of Critical Thinking. Don't be a puppet. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Chomsky's message is clear. We need to be more critical thinkers. We can't just accept everything we hear at face value. We need to question the language being used, the motives of the speaker, and the context of the information. We need to be aware of the ways in which language can be used to manipulate us. It's about taking control of our own thoughts and beliefs, and not letting ourselves be manipulated by those in power. Section 9. Conclusion. Words matter now more than ever. Language and Politics is a powerful and thought-provoking book that's more relevant today than ever before. In the age of social media and fake news, it's crucial that we understand how language is used to shape our reality. Chomsky's work is a call to action. It's a reminder that words matter and that we have a responsibility to use them wisely. If you're interested in politics, language, or just want to be a more informed citizen, I highly recommend checking out this book. Trust me, it will blow your mind. Peace out.